The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good sign.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a play fake here on first down.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the better end and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. 7-7, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And he's got his big tight end here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll try again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He completes it right side to White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
2nd down and inches. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got White here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw. trying to get one downfield.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Let's go.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to do it. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Come on,
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes looking for White on the deep ball. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2nd and 6. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They'll look to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. Now the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Mahomes' throw going into the hands of Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes firing complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.